is the NBA on NBC. Welcome to the 2026 Western Conference Finals. Tonight, it's Game 2 as the San Antonio Spurs visit the Oklahoma City Thunder. Brought to you by DraftKings Sportsbook. So Game 1 was an instant classic. What awaits us in Game 2? Welcome inside the Paycom Center. Thunder trying to even the best of 7. Western Conference Finals and a game apiece. Good evening, everyone. Thanks for having us in. Mike Tirico, three-time Sixth Man of the Year. Jamal Crawford, the Hall of Famer. Reggie Miller. Mouths were left agape. If you have a buzz chat or a group chat, it was buzzing after that performance by Wemby. 41 points, 24 points. He's 22 years old. He grabbed the globe and said, I'm here. What's next in Game 2 from him?
I believe aliens like encores, right? You talked about all the superlatives. That was great, but what I like, he brought friends along for the ride like Dylan Harper. Think about this, 20 years old, double-double, 24 and 11. But what I was most impressed about, he did his best Kevin Byard impersonation, 7 interceptions in Game 1. Truly a remarkable feat.
You're going with the NFL interception leader for the field.
There you go.
I see what you're doing there. Now for the defending champs, Oklahoma City. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander got the trophy, back-to-back MVP, 7 of 23 from the field. Not like him. What needs to change for him and them tonight?
He has to be at the MVP level. Shai said he has the answer to the test. This will be one of the biggest tests he's seen in this playoffs. He has to get in space. He has to get in the open court and strike fast. But you spoke with friends. He's going to need one of his friends to play with him. Chet Holmgren has averaged less than 8 shots against the Spurs. He has to be more aggressive. He has to be better today.
Tons of magic moments in that Game 1. The Spurs are brimming with confidence, having taken Game 1 and taken 5 of the 6 against the Thunder this year. What's in store for Game 2, and what will Wemby do for an encore? Game 2 of the West Finals. Line up and tip next on NBC. Let's take a look at tonight's DraftKings Player Tracker. Watching the rebounds with the 7+ footers. Victor Wembanyama, Chet Holmgren, those their numbers on the season, including the playoffs. DraftKings #1 sportsbook for live betting. To get in on the action, download the app and use promo code DUNK when you sign up. Overcast, chilly in OkC today. Spurs fresh off the first double OT Game 1 win in NBA Conference Finals history without the injured De'Aaron Fox in their starting 5. That group had to go pretty much the entire end of the game in Game 1. No Fox tonight as they begin Game 2.
Dylan Harper, Rutgers University. Stephon Castle, Covington, Georgia. Devin Vassell, Florida State. Julian Champagne, St. John's University. Victor Wembanyama from France.
Of course, they win, but their head coach, Vince Johnson, reminded us yesterday, hey, a dozen different moments could have changed the outcome of that Game 1 Classic. Trying to take a 2-0 lead back home for Friday. As for the home team, the Thunder had a very uncharacteristic poor shooting night. 41% from the field, and their starting 5 shot just 35% in Game 1. We'll try to ride the energy of this home crowd to even the series here tonight.
Mark Daigneault, the head coach, no change to the starting lineup, trying to keep it present and keep things calm heading into a series down 0-1, which they did a couple of times last year. We check in with our reporters covering each sideline. Zora Stevenson with the Thunder in a minute. But first, Ashley Shabadi and the Spurs. Ashley.
Thanks, Mike. No De'Aaron Fox once again tonight. The Spurs rolling out that incredibly young starting lineup. The rookie Dylan Harper making his second postseason start. But after that statement game one, when I asked Julian Champetti what the message was, and he said it's simple, that we're here to win. That experience isn't everything. He said as long as we're out there doing the right things, playing together like we have all season, we have just as much of a shot as anybody who's been here before. Assistant coach Sean Sweeney saying obviously experience helps when you don't have it. And for the teams he's been around, you're more aggressive and more fearless. There is a confidence about this Spurs team. Zora, what you got on the Thunder?
Well, everyone is wondering, what did the Thunder do after a playoff loss? The exact same thing that they do after a playoff win. Coach Daigneault told me we want to be robots about improving. He said the closer we are to robots, the better. So the process in the playoffs is the same after every single game. They looked at the defense yesterday, offense this morning. Coach said the consistent process allows everybody to take away the emotion and focus on the next challenge. Mike?
It was such an epic game. It had so many great moments. You just realize it's game one of the series. We've got perhaps a long way to go in this one. So both coaches preaching calm as we get you set for anything but calm. The scene in OkC before game two. Brothers is the crew chief, Josh Tibbin, and Carl Lane, the other two officials. Lane will do the toss between Holmgren and Wembanyama. Won by Wemby. Game 2 of the West Finals underway.